If the poor can mourn, then the rich can also cry. But this season, Madrid going trophyless is a big blow to me.
It is not about the amount of goal. You see, the mentality of Barcelona players is, if you score us one, we'll score you two.
Vinicius cannot carry Madrid. He cannot. He has proven it this season. He cannot.
Football Banter.
Hey guys, welcome back to Football Banter. Remember, there is no football without banter. And before we start this show, right, a minute of silence for Real Madrid.
A big club. Means of silence. I'll move on a cap. Minute of silence.
You don't reach 1 minute.
I'm going to sing joiner for them.
Respect this section.
Okay.
So
I'm even
quiet.
dressed for the occasion. I'm wearing all black.
So I think that's all. So I remember, coach. I remember was it 2 weeks ago? I was saying that there is no way Real Madrid will beat Barcelona this season, and I think throughout their clash this season, Real Madrid has not gotten a win, right, Ebuka? And for me, the last El Clasico
No draw too,
and it's very embarrassing.
They lost
for
all.
Such a club like Real Madrid. They lost all their El Clasico. Although it's football, like coach will always say, football is round, and so football itself writes its own script. So, but for me personally, I feel Real Madrid just had it wrong this season. And I watched the last El Clasico. I personally feel Barcelona was robbed because that foul against Yamal
It's a normal thing.
and the penalty. So, coach,
thing.
I want to ask you, what's your take on the last El Clasico, and also for your club, Real Madrid? What's your take? What do you think went wrong throughout this season? Because we know the Real Madrid team, they can stand one-on-one with the Barcelona team, but this season, it's really bad for them.
You know, like I always say, if the poor can mourn, then the rich can also cry. So you need to understand something. I've said it too many times that when individual brilliance cannot be put at the collective service of the club, then don't expect much as a result. Don't expect much for a result. Yeah, and we all saw that, teams have gone seasons, trophyless. But this season, Madrid going trophyless is a big blow to me, particularly as number one, my entire family supports Madrid. And, talking about it, like I said, I don't go analytical on football. I leave analysis to SuperSport and other channels. I say what goes wrong and how to rectify it. I don't analyze football. I banter football. Even if it's my club, I tell you the out of it. I don't care. Yes. So you should understand that when things begins to go wrong, it begins to go wrong. We need to sort it out. There are two principal actors in Madrid's team, which I think one is going and one is still staying. I'm talking about the coach Ancelotti and his boy. I don't know what's between Ancelotti and Vinicius Jr. Because Vinicius Jr. is the greatest headache in Madrid this season. Like, I don't know. Because you can't imagine, like I always say, Vinicius doesn't play purposeful football. He plays. Selfish. It's not business football.
He wants to do it 10 times more now. That is why.
Business football. And like I said earlier, when you can't put your individual brilliance at the collective service of the club, don't expect results. It's but certain. That's standard. That's football. Because you end up using your individual brilliance at your own self, at your own, showcase. You understand? You lose balls, you don't mark. You lose ball up front, you walk. I don't know if they see what those great players, and even the young one coming up like Yamal. They should take example of Yamal. Yamal comes to mark. Mm-hmm. Take example of Rafinha. Rafinha comes to mark. You understand? But you're not a superstar yet. Vinicius is not a superstar. He's just a small we are trying to groom.
Language. Coach,
No, I'm Peter. Allow me. I'm Peter about it. I will say,
language.
if Vinicius, wherever you are, you can hear it. We call you here Agbororo, but I will tell you, you are nothing more of what I just said. And
Coach,
be rest
coach.
assured, if you don't change your style of football, then it's not good.
Wow.
Like seriously, I'm
Wow.
Peter. I'm
Wow.
Peter.
Wow. Barcelona have done a
I'm
lot.
Peter because I
Coach,
cannot
you
play.
really know.
I cannot play Barcelona 4 times in a season, and even a
And
draw,
if
I
you
don't
want
have
to
it.
add, if you want to add,
And then if you look at it,
preseason, that
and
is
if you look at
5
it,
in a
Oh,
row.
you guys played together.
and if you look
Yeah.
at it, allow me to learn. Allow me to learn. And Peter, allow me to learn. If you look at it, there was even a remontada. The last game we played, we were winning 2-0. But because Vinicius was so selfish, he wants to score. You must not score in a game. You can put your individual brilliance, like I said, collective service to the club. Give passes. That's playing collectively. Football is not an individual game. If you want to play individual, go and play table tennis. Or you go and play long tennis. There are many individual games that you can go and play. You can even go and play draft if you want to play draft. Or chess. But football, that's why you have 11 actors. You must play with one another. If not, we end up losing. Madrid is gone down. And now, that's the end
So,
result. That's it.
Ebuka, before I come to you, right? Talking about Vinicius Junior, I remember last season he was like the star man of Real Madrid.
He wasn't the star man. He has never been the star man of Madrid.
But his performance was outstanding.
Because there was a certain Benzema.
So
there was a certain Benzema who was the captain, who was the leader of the team. You understand? They say
No,
where
but
the ship.
Benzema was not around last season.
no, he left
No,
2
no.
seasons ago now.
Benzema left 2 seasons
Yes,
ago.
yes.
Last season.
Last season that we won the Champions League before the coming of Mbappe.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, that because last season we had a Luka Modric who was
Toni
completely-
Kroos.
Toni Kroos who was- we have some big
Bellingham
guns.
was also
No,
doing
Bellingham
well.
himself was coming down because there was a Toni Kroos in the midfield. There was a Luka Modric. There were some elderly people. Like you understand, the absence of Carvajal. You understand, is a major blow. You understand, but like I said, when cat no dey house, rat dey go the jump anyhow. You understand, and it's been normal. We saw it. Vinicius cannot carry Madrid. He cannot. He has proven it this season. He cannot. Even when those people were there, they had to caution him at one point in time. Toni Kroos had to talk to him at one point in time. When Benzema was there, he could not raise up shoulders. You understand? Where has he played? Coming to Madrid, where has he played? No, I'm asking you people the question. You guys should answer me. Answer on behalf of Madrid. Where has Vinicius played before coming to Madrid?
No, it was in Sao Paulo, in
Where
Brazil.
is that?
In Brazil, yeah.
Is it a big name?
Yeah, they're one of the top sides.
So you
in,
understand? You understand why the coming of
Brazil.
Kylian Mbappe actually ramshackled everything, because it brought in panic. They were thinking, who is going to sit on the
Sao
bench?
Paulo, Flamengo,
And you remember,
one
there's an episode I said that if I were Ancelotti, that's why I keep blaming Ancelotti's tactic. I don't know if it's old age that's chopping his medulla oblongata, that he cannot more reason and see. I don't know. But I kept on saying this, that there comes a time whereby these big boys keep them aside, so that they should go and rethink. They should go back to their drawing board and ask themselves if they want to win trophies or not, or they want to win titles or not. Look at what Adagula played. All the 3 matches Adagula played, he has given assist. Look at Brahim Diaz. At times, look at entry coming. We should put those young guys to play. Even if we lose, we understand that we are losing because the big boys don't want to step their games up.
Coach, well, and I understand that you are a Madrid
How can
fan
Madrid,
right now.
with all the players, look at
Coach,
the quality, look at the quality and the caliber of players
Coach,
we
I
have.
understand that you're a Madrid fan, and right now you are paying, all right? Yes, if it were to be my own club too, that I've suffered like this season, I'll come out and rant
No,
and strike
you
all my own
will
players.
not. A Barcelona fan, you will not. You will
Now,
not. Believe me, you will not.
now,
Because even when it was glaring here that Barcelona, when Barcelona lost against this small club in this, he did not talk about it. We know it's football.
No,
but there are some things.
when you see
for Real Madrid, it has been consistent.
this season,
season.
we lose, we
So
come
their
back,
own
and
is
say,
different
hey,
because it's
no,
won
now
and
I'm
they
talking about,
bounce
let's
back.
say this kind of, there was a time, last season we lost all the Classicos also.
No,
I think 3.
not all the classic.
3. There were 3 Classicos played last season.
No, you had a
Barcelona,
draw. I think you had
we
a
lost.
draw.
No, we didn't have a draw. We lost the Super Cup final. We lost the first leg at home. We lost the second leg in Madrid home. So, but we won in the season before then. So now this season, the only difference that Barcelona we have played 4
Ebuka,
official game of 1.
Last year they were only 3.
And that's it again.
They were only 3. You can't compare last year. You can't compare last year and this year.
That, even the way we lost last season was not. They only won us with like 1-1 goal. Only the Super Cup that they won 4-1. So, but this season Barcelona have actually beaten them hands down. 16. We're talking about I think
you had a 4-0.
16,
You had a 3-2.
Yeah, we're talking about
You had a 4-2.
5-2.
You had a 5-2.
Yeah, we're talking about
You can imagine.
16,
and you know what pains me the
67.
most? You know what pains me the most? It's because the big boy, the crown prince of France, came to Madrid.
Now, coach, now look at this.
And
I'm not saying. I'm not saying. The first season. No, I'm not saying Mbappe didn't do well this season.
No, he actually.
You understand? But what I'm saying is, even in Mbappe's game, there's still some selfishness in it.
Now listen.
In fact, the team
Because
the team
Mbappe.
selfish.
That's why I said there's no discipline.
The team
I mean, no tactical discipline.
Can you guys let me talk? Wait, we have been hearing from the Madrid man now. To me, I won't really blame Vinicius, all right? Because if you check in the game, he had 2 assists to Mbappe. They scored 3 goals. Mbappe scored a hat-trick, all right? I feel, Madrid this season, their major problem has been their defense. And that is down to the club. I felt that the club did not back up Ancelotti for the past 2 years. But the fact that, Ancelotti with an injury hit defense last season, he won the league and the Champions League because of his experience as a top manager, does not mean that it's going to replicate that this season.
Sense,
He needed backing. There were no backing. January came, still no backing. You get? So, and imagine the players that were at the back. I'm not saying that they're not good players. Or no matter they are good players and they will play well, they can play there. Yeah, but right now, I don't want to also take away the fact that Barcelona have been superb. You know, Yamal said it. He said that it's not about the number of goals they can score us, will score more than them because they cannot just win us this year. I feel the Barcelona players had more confidence this season to win because Real Madrid have, how the season has gone, they know actually, maybe it has reduced the confidence of the players and stuff like that. So maybe because a new manager coming in, with a new manager coming in and things, new players, maybe they can actually hit the ground running and Vinicius will actually play well, better next season. Because their attack is all right. They scored 3 goals against Barcelona. Vinicius had 2 assists. Yes, he made some mistakes here, and who does not make mistake. Yes, this season has not been good for him. Yes, he cannot carry Real Madrid. Yes, but I don't feel the blame is only to him. You understand? So, yes, he has been bad, but I don't feel the blame is only to him. Now, that is one. Number 2, I want to praise my club. Yes, it's not officially yet, but there's nothing to say again. It's just one more game against, and I'm sure we'll win it. We'll win the La Liga. So, football is round according to coach. But I'm not sure coach actually thought about this, especially January this year. Coach said Barcelona will not go far in the Champions League and Real Madrid will not go far in the Champions League more than Madrid, and Real Madrid will win the league in Camp Nou. He said that Real Madrid will win, in our home. That is when we play the Montjuic. So, and I want to ask coach, how market with that?
Yes, you need to understand.
No, wait. I'm still going. I'm still going.
You ask me a question. I'm not backing up myself. I'm simply trying to tell you that, football, when you don't use the right tactics and when you don't instill discipline, like I always say, a great player is known from his hard work. I mean, a good player is known from his hard work, but a great player is known from his hard work and discipline. There's no way you succeed on earth in football without discipline. If you can work hard as whosoever, if you don't instill discipline in your game, in your tactics, forget about it. And we saw that Ancelotti lose the dressing room. The dressing room is completely in a shambles, and that's why we didn't go anywhere. But talking about, because when you talk about your team, you talk based on the quality and the caliber of players you have. We do have those things. Forget about the injuries. I will keep saying, forget about the injuries. With those injuries, we didn't win matches.
You won.
The absence of Carvajal and the rest, we didn't win matches. We won. So what happened with Barcelona? Because we have some people who think that Madrid is their father's house. They can do whatever they want to do. It's but normal. My club is my club. I always go for Madrid anytime, anyhow. But if I'm going down, I go down with them and I tell them what I think that took us down. That's it.
But I don't understand the fact that you guys score more goals and concede more goals. I don't understand, because if you continue with that pattern, right, and Madrid pick form, guy, when are they trouble?
Well, that will be. We'll see how it goes for next season. But this season, the plan, like I said, like Lamine Yamal said, it is not about the amount of goal you see. The mentality of Barcelona players is, if you score us 1, we'll score you 2. If he scores 3, we'll score you 4. If he scores 5, we'll score you 6. It has been working. Yes, it didn't work for us against Inter Milan because, hey, come on, we could have done it, but we didn't kill it off. So
you did it just that Inter Milan.
Yeah.
Inter Milan knew it more than you
and
guys.
I would still give credit to them because their physicality was mental superb. Now,
Inzaghi was a good tactician.
But it has worked for Barcelona this season.
Actually, in La Liga.
Next season, let's see what's going to happen. Maybe we'll change our defending pattern. But it has worked for us this season.
And
it has, and as you can see, look at it. Barcelona have beaten Madrid. We have beaten Madrid in their home. We first beat them in USA for preseason. Man, no count down one. We beat them for their home in Madrid. We beat them. Go Saudi Arabia, we beat them. We go Sevilla, we beat them. They come Barcelona, we beat them. That means they cried in USA. They cried in Madrid. They cried in Saudi Arabia. They cried in Sevilla. They cried. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! No,
it's normal. You know.
You see.
Like I said, the rich also cries.
Yes, and one thing. Why I'm actually happy is because this season was supposed to be a transitional season for Barcelona. Everybody wrote us off. The people were like, Mbappe signs Real Madrid. This is a Real Madrid that are just coming back from winning the Champions League and La Liga, and then arguably the best player in the world currently signs for them. So Barcelona reason of, they were like, it's not only Barcelona that's going to get ready, the world need to get ready. But hey, we had Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and some other boys that stepped up.
Kudos to them. Kudos to them.
So at least this season we'll celebrate. We don't know how next season is going to be.
How many trophies are not in Seth?
Three on top of Madrid head.
Celebrate why it lasts. You understand?
That's it.
And I can't take it away from Barcelona. All I can say is, the blame on Madrid, and I've already cited the two actors that actually, Jude Bellingham is always frustrated in the pitch. You find him tackling unnecessary tackle, collecting unnecessary yellow cards just because he's frustrated right back from the dressing room. When things are not going, they're not going. We should be honest with it. And that's why, Florentino Perez has to do away with Ancelotti. And then he's almost trying to get rid of Rodrigo, which I don't see Rodrigo as a problem. Just because Rodrigo,
he's not.
I say he's almost. I'm talking.
Rodrigo is not a problem. He said Rodrigo is not a problem.
He says Rodrigo must go because the match against Barcelona, Rodrigo said that he wasn't feeling fine, and it's like he's trying to keep away from. There's a whole lot of things going on in the dressing room.
Yeah.
Let's see how Xavi Alonso comes in and change situations to see if Madrid will get better.
For me, but the person I'm really pitying in all this thing is
Mbappe
because he left his PSG team to come.
And they're playing in the Champions League final now.
To win the Champions League and to win other trophies. But my guy is going trophyless this season.
Yeah, but you need to understand. You need to understand. Ronaldo El Feno left the other team, Inter, to other team, and finally came to Madrid thinking I was going to win the Champions League. And he ended up not winning the Champions League. And
no,
like
he did it.
He did not. Ronaldo Nazario was not in the list of the Champions League. You can verify
in
it.
2002.
I said he has never won the Champions League. Ronaldo Nazario, you can check it. And that's it. And it almost happened to Thierry Henry. Just the fact that Barcelona was there, Samuel Eto'o and Ronaldinho, they called him over. He left Arsenal and came to Barcelona and won the Champions League. So that's what I said. Things keep turning around. If Mbappe ends up not winning the Champions League with Madrid, we will say perhaps he was a bad luck. Because if PSG ends up winning the Champions League, they will say Mbappe was a problem. And Mbappe with Madrid, if he ends his career and Madrid not win the Champions League, they will say he was a problem. But the thing is, I always say this: no team in La Liga has not gone a season trophyless. Every team, including Barcelona.
Yeah, every team.
All of us have gone trophyless.
Yes.
So I would just say that when you use the wrong tactics, you can't have it right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Coach. Thank you, Ibuka. This is all we can take on to this episode of Football Banter. Don't forget to like, share, and also comment. Remember, when you comment, we are watching your comments, so you can stand a chance to come to the studio or to win gifts. So Football Banter will be right back. Ciao.
Football Banter.